This is another episode of TechEditor Reviews. This time I'm going to be reviewing a cleaner for your cooktop. It's called Carbon Off. Now the problem that I have is I use a oven. It's made by Griswold and it sets on top of the burners. It's a 1928 version. I used to have an electric oven and it was supposed to be a very good oven, but it never baked worth a damn because between the left rear and the right front corner there was 70 degrees of difference, even though it was a convection oven. So I'm using one of their live heat ovens from 1928, and it's less than 30 degrees difference between the left front and the right rear. So it bakes very well. However, the problem that it has is that if there's any grease on the cooktop at all when you set the oven on, it tends to burn because there's heat reflected down as well as going up into the oven. So I ordered this stuff off Amazon. There it is. It's Carbon Off. And here is a copy of the instructions. Now, when it says to wear rubber gloves and protective eyewear, absolutely. And it also doesn't hurt to have either all the windows open or have a good paint mask so that you can't smell the fumes because it stinks. Here is my burner. You can see that it has built-on carbon around it. You can scrub it and you can soak it and you can do whatever, and you can't get that off. What I did was I took the carbon off and I poured it around the area where the carbon was, and I used a wooden stick, I think it was a popsicle stick, to spread it around, and then I left it for, I think it was close to half a day. At the end of the half day, I wiped it off, and this is what I saw. It dissolved all the carbon. And what wasn't dissolved, I took that stick again and I just scraped it, and it came right off. You're supposed to leave it until the carbon is loose, and then you just use a scraper to remove it. You don't scrub. So that is my review of Carbon Off. It does work. You do have to have special gloves. You do have to have safety goggles. And it doesn't hurt to have either all the windows open or a paint mask, a good one, that you can't smell the fumes. But if you're serious about getting carbon off a porcelain cooktop, this is the stuff to use.